one of our
Levis.
one of our good
Looking.
friend
Levis is
just
sacked. Back at the
is the
14.
coach of the what's that team called? The coach of the Jets, the manager and the coach of the Jets. His sister's best friend with us that used to live with us actually.
Oh, so you were on the radio talking about what?
Well, they were talking about the opinion of the Jets, and the guy was saying, I see that you have strong feelings about how we feel about the Jets, because he was saying how the Jets, the defense is bad, and even talked about Aaron Rodgers is all this kind of bag of chips. And I'm like, you guys are very wrong. I said, first of all, you need to give the coach, Robert Saleh, more credit, the defense more credit. I said, because the Jets are playing against Rondo Stevenson tonight.
Oh, I don't have the Jets on my fantasy football, on my fantasy team in the Real Georgia Shore.
Yeah, so they're playing today. And I called in, and this guy was like, they suck, they're trash, blah 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 blah. And I was just saying, I don't agree with that comment. They are not trash. I think they are a good team. I said the only reason, I said you need to give them more credit. I said based on what I've seen in week 1, the Jets lost and the game got out of hand because they were surprised by the strong running game from Jason Mason, who blew the game open, and the Jets were surprised by it. And the offense fumbled and interceptions, so they didn't even help the defense. And I felt like the defense was on the field a lot. And one thing I know about defenses is that they get tired. They didn't give them the opportunity to breathe when they were off the field, good 1, 2, 3 and out. I said last week they played Tennessee Titans, and if it wasn't for the defense, the Jets could have been down 10-0, and because they had 2 quick turnovers or 3 in the first quarter. And you're saying Aaron Rodgers is all this in a bag of chips, and I don't think it's right. You need to give the defense more credit, because if it wasn't for the defense, they may have not been great, but if it was for the defense, the Jets would have lost that game. So I think you really need to think about what you said, but you need to give them more credit. That's what I said. And the guy, I think Ricardo, in the talk show, I heard myself, he's like, Ricardo is right. You know what? That's good. If it wasn't for the 3-0, the Jets would have and Ricardo made a good point here. That's correct. Can you believe that?
That's great. By the way, Ricardo, so here we are talking about sports, but I want to switch gears and talk about, there's so much thing that we need to talk about. One, we need to talk about P. Diddy, or Sean Diddy Combs. I actually did a quick 8 minutes discussion and posted up on the podcast because I disagree with the courts denying his bail. I don't believe that the prosecution provided any credible argument that would cause the courts or the judge to deny his bail. Because the argument is based on a hypothetical situation, saying he has the potential based on his wealth, and he could intimidate witnesses. That is, anybody could intimidate witnesses. Has he ever demonstrated? Since this case started, has he demonstrated intimidated anyone? And are they using the evidence that they're going to use to try him? Is he convicted as yet? I mean, okay, he's wealthy, but that means we're going to discriminate against people with money. If you have money or can afford to abscond, they're not going to grant people their bail. Donald Trump has money. Biden's son, whatever his name is, has money. Hunter Biden. Did they deny their bail because on the basis that they are a flight risk? What gives?
Wait. Quick question: was it flight risk or was it because intimidation? What was the main reason why they denied it?
It doesn't intimidate. No, it's the potential. But
he's innocent, and he is going to go to trial, and I believe he's going to win.
I want to ask a question. Here's the deal.
They said, where does he put up $50 million bail bond? He gave them a $50 million. He said, I'm willing to give up $50 million bail. I'm willing to now give up my passport. And not only that,
Renaldo.
Yes.
Wait, Renaldo, listen to me. That makes no sense because he's an international figure and everybody knows P. Diddy. So he can't be a flight risk. If he goes somewhere, everybody knows who he is.
Is the point.
He's still So that
Donald Trump is convicted of a crime and he's all over the place.
That makes no sense, Ronaldo.
Because
Listen to me. Also,
Ricardo, he is black. There is a different
yes,
there's a different
that
standard for wealthy black
is
people and a different standard for
yes.
wealthy black white people who are charged with crimes.
Well, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. I mean, that is just a fact. Like,
And
you
we
know,
can, and just be okay, and people cannot say, people really cannot say, oh well, because of what he's being charged with. He is not
well,
guilty of a crime. He's been charged and he's gonna fight it, and he's maintaining his innocence. So you can't say, well, he's because of what he's done. What has he done? We don't know yet. It hasn't been tried. So what is the so damn? Let me tell you, this is absolutely ridiculous. I do not respect the judiciary. You see what the justices did the other day? You saw what they did? To accept Donald Trump baseless argument that the president is protected. What he does as a president, this is not Russia, this is not Europe, this is America. The president is not protected when he does wrong. Okay? And they need to he's not. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I really want to talk about the interview you did in New York, in Harlem, right at the corner of 125th and Morningside, where they were doing shooting a movie, the Jim Jones documentary movie that's about to come out. And you actually submitted.
Wait. Before you even move, I want to talk about two things, because I don't know if you've seen on social media, a lot of people are grouping P. Diddy with, Democrats and Kamala Harris to try and discredit her or discredit Democrats. I don't know if you've seen that. And of course, it's very hard for them to do so, because every time they post a video or Kamala Harris thanking P. Diddy in 2020 for helping with this community action with the coronavirus and awareness and stuff, and people are posting up that saying, Kamala Harris this, and I said, people need to understand. They don't understand how society works.
Ricardo, Donald Trump has done worse than P. Diddy.
Well, Ronaldo, yes. Donald Trump hid the fact
and they're talking about she's aligning the very person is also running against.
Let me finish. We, first of all, in 2020, he was not a convicted felon. Nobody knew any about any of this. And so he did something that was good. If anybody know Kamala Harris and most Democratic Party, we're all about helping the community. So you're not going to villainize someone and just all of a sudden, today he's convicted, but 2020 he was not. But you're still sending pictures of someone being aligned. To be honest with you, and if somebody is doing good for the community, and before you knew that they had cobwebs in their closet, you're going to thank them. So by putting up that message makes no sense, because what it says to me is that Kamala Harris was very instrumental in helping and really wanted something done. Nobody has ever posted a video of Donald Trump thanking someone or creating any activity or events that help to curb coronavirus or curb anything that's going wrong in our society. So the very fact that they posted that to try and discredit her is stupid.
Ricardo, it's nonsensical. If I know you...
Because nobody had posted a video up, and it's something that was being good in the community to help the community. And yet still... so it's not like she's posting it today, telling him thanks after they knew that he has all of this thing going on. But he did help the community, and that's what her job was, to help the community. She's always said that. I'm all about love, caring, and helping.
Ricardo, when I hear people talk about they are accusing her of aligning herself with P. Diddy because she said thank you to something he did 10 or 5 years ago without it came out that he was. Because of what is going, and then what is happening now is these are allegations which has not been proven as yet. Okay, so and the second thing is the person she's running against has been found guilty of heinous crimes. Okay, so if they're going to demonize her because she associates with somebody who is being tried for doing something, okay, and for aligning herself with somebody who. Before she knew about anything happening, before anything that you don't know any. If I aligned myself with you 5 years ago, before you before I know what was going on and what you did. And all of a sudden, 5 years, I'm learning that you're gonna accuse me because of thanking you 5 years ago.
And that's a problem with the right now. That's a problem with the Trump argument and the Trump election and the Trump running for president. Because every time he tries, and his people and his supporters try to shed light to these things, there's always a counter event, counter to him, because he listen to me. He has so much in his closet that's so bad. Like, he's been accused of rape. He's been accused of frauding, not paying taxes. So he's done everything that all of the other criminals has done, and they can't argue effectively and efficiently because Donald Trump, we know his stripes. His stripes. We know that he is not a good person to run for president or a good president because of all the things he's done. For example, everybody also, if you look on social media, he also liked P. Diddy and took pictures of him with P. Diddy and has aligned himself with him in the past, along with Epstein, the sex trafficker Epstein, because it was Epstein, P. Diddy, and Donald Trump were seen together in several pictures together. And so when they showed that, they showed Kamala Harris in a different light. It was for a worthy cause. And then they showed Donald Trump with Epstein, who a drug trafficker, and it wasn't for in a good light. So I was saying, how ironic is this? Every time they try and say something to discredit her or picture, Donald Trump has done even worse. How do you argue? And he's not actually done anything wrong. How do you argue for Donald Trump when he has aligned himself and have done by not paying taxes, by defrauding people, by aligning himself with drug dealers and sex traffickers? He's done all of it. He's done all of it. And so it's really hard for people to argue for him when he has aligned himself with these people. That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah, anyways, he's aligned himself with them. And he's done just as bad. The thing is, I told someone, first of all, P. Diddy's not running for president. Okay? Donald Trump is. So P. Diddy, I couldn't care less about what he has done because P. Diddy's not running for president. Alright? That's a difference. You can't say, see, P. Diddy's not the president, never run for president, not running for president. Donald Trump is. And he has so many indictments and legitimate ones, so people have to really think about it and really, but people aren't going to think about this because they want every reason to support him, even if he is a bad candidate. But he's a bad candidate. Anyway, so let's talk about, so I wanted to just pivot to that before we move on into to talk about the Jim Jones scenario.
Jim Jones. I'm here with the Neoliberal podcast, and he's doing a movie, come back to the local community where he's from to give back. What did this mean to you?
What does it mean? Come back to community?
Coming back to community and doing a project like this.
Oh, it means everything to me. I stay close to my community though. I'm not coming back. I'm here all the time.
Oh, do you live in Harlem?
I don't live here, but I'm here all the time.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And I'm always giving back to community. I'm always pouring into the community. But this is one more of my efforts of pouring into the community and giving back and showing people things that we can do.
Yeah,
exactly. But I come from here. I didn't have nothing, so
I'm always.
Yes, tell me you did about this movie, this Jim Jones movie. When you told me that you met up with Jim Jones, and I said, isn't Jim Jones dead? But you're not talking about the Jim Jones, the cult leader or the occult leader, Jim Jones, from many years ago. That I think he went to Guyana or somewhere and then started a whole concentration camp and then eventually killed off everyone. But you're not talking about that Jim Jones because he's not alive. You're talking about the Harlem Jim Jones, yes?
Yes, he's from Harlem. Yes, and he was trying to. I think he's doing a movie. And he was. They were doing some movie production for the last 2 days on 125th Street in Morningside, right by that famous Catholic church. Can't remember the name. I should know it. I think it was St. Michael's. I'm not sure. But lots of people were there. Lots of activities. Lots of past superstars. A lot of people that were out there. Producers, directors of movie. And so he's doing a movie. It might be an autobiography or a biopic of some sort, or something, about his experiences growing up and how instrumental that area, that block, that church was in
Yes,
his
yes.
development. And yeah, yeah.
I did. So Jim Jones. Who is this Jim Jones now? The Jim Jones we are talking about. I know he's a rapper. Yes.
Yes, he's a rapper. To be honest, I wish you'd ask me this later on because I plan to do a little bit more research
Yeah, but
on
he's no,
him
but
and
he is a rapper.
stuff.
He's a rapper originally from he's a rapper originally from
Yeah,
Harlem.
he's from the Diplo
I think
rapper group
yeah.
as well. You
He's a
know,
music producer as well. He's been in hasn't he been in some movies as well? But he's from Harlem. He doesn't live there anymore, but he's from Harlem, and they're doing a documentary. And he went back to Harlem to film this documentary that talking about his life. Correct? Am I right?
yes, that's correct. So it's like a biopic or something of that sort. I need to do a little bit more research
A
on
biopic. You
this.
said a
So it's
biopic? Oh, the film
like
is a okay.
yes,
No,
yeah.
so you interviewed three persons. You interviewed a young woman. Who is this young lady? She's going to be a main character in the film or in the
Yeah, she's
docu.
one. Yeah, she's the main character.
But how can
That's
she be the main
Renaldo.
character? I thought Jim Jones is the main character.
We're gonna have to. No, she's one of the main character. Renaldo, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to
Yes,
jump back
yes,
on
but
because
so
I
okay,
need
that's
to.
fine. But you did speak with one of the main characters, and you also spoke with the director. Um, but is that Ken Starr?
Yes, I
Okay,
did. But
great.
hey, I'm gonna call you back in a few minutes.
Yes,
I'll
we're
call you back.
talking with Ricardo about several issues and also the interview that he did. The interview he did with he was actually on the phone just now. We're talking about several issues with Kamala Harris, P Diddy, so on and so forth. But one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk with him is that is about this a short that we're about to publish, where he interviewed on set. He interviewed at 125th and Morningside Jim Jones and the director and one of the main characters of the new documentary biopic film that's about to be published. They were making it, and Ricardo got some few words with Jim Jones. They interviewed Jim Jones, the rapper. This is the Neoliberal podcast.